Hi!
Hey, it's Terror Talk. I'm Will.
And I'm Hector.
Hectorito.
Hector.
And with the new release of Evil Dead Rise coming out in about a week, we thought we would do a Evil Dead retrospective.
Let's just talk about Evil Dead.
We're going to talk about Evil Dead movies. We love Evil Dead,
Yeah.
by the way.
And we love Bruce Campbell.
Spoiler alert, Evil Dead's are amazing. You're not going to hear us talk too bad about Evil Dead, so...
No, I think all the Evil Deads has been great.
Every
we touch
single...
on the movies,
Yeah.
they're good.
Every single Evil Dead is a banger.
Yeah.
Just going to say it there. I'm just going to say it like that. It's every single one is a banger. Not one bad one in the mix.
No. I mean, some people didn't like Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Like, some people thought it was too cheesy.
Oh, come on.
If you compare Army of Darkness to, like, let's say Evil Dead 1 and 2, Evil Dead 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
some people are like, oh, it went too comical,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
Yeah.
And I see some things that they say about it's too comical.
Yeah.
I loved Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness was my favorite. My favorite.
Your favorite.
It's my favorite. No, I was trying to say favorite and like first at the same time. So I was like, it's my favorite. That was the first movie I watched.
Army of Darkness?
Army of Darkness was the first one I watched in the succession of Evil Dead films. And I just fell in love with it. I saw it when I was like 13 years old. And I just was like incredible. I was like, this is amazing. I loved it.
Wow.
What was your first one?
First one was Evil Dead. I had it on VHS.
You saw the Evil Dead, the
on
first
VHS,
one?
yeah.
Wow. That's traumatizing.
Yeah, so you guys know my mom was a very big horror person, and she always had a bunch of like... You want to hear a funny story?
No.
So, we had a guy that used to live in our basement back in the day. It was a friend of my father's.
Okay.
And he had no legs.
He had no legs?
He had no legs. Prosthetic legs.
Oh, yeah, prosthetics.
I don't know. Yeah, but they were like, he had like a walk to him, right?
What kind of legs were they? Were they metal or?
No, they were like plastic.
Plastic legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guys
I want to get a visual in my mind.
All right, no, I'm going to give you a visual. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So this guy had no legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he lived in our basement. He was an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Loved
I
to
would be
drink.
too.
He just had a mattress on the floor
Mm-hmm.
and just piles of boxes.
Okay.
And mind you, he was living with us when I was around like 7, maybe. I always remember him. Very nice guy. He always wore a suit. I don't know what he did for work.
Yeah.
But in the boxes were all VHS movies.
Okay.
And every time he used to say, hey, watch this, watch this. And he always had some crazy horror movie.
Did the VHS smell like alcohol?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. Oh. You ever smell the VHS tape cassette? Like, just, it has that hardwood, but it's like fresh kind of.
It's like that fresh plasticky,
yeah.
kind of like
Kind of like when
chemically.
you print out something like, from a copy machine or something.
Yeah. I love that smell. I love that smell.
I like
It's
it
like
too.
that, like, it's not quite plasticky, but it's like, just feels
It
synthetic.
tastes good too. Sometimes I would just...
You would taste them?
I would just like go to the corner and just like lick the cassette tapes.
You lick his cassette tapes?
No, not his. Just in general, right?
You would lick random cassette tapes?
I would pull the lid up. Oh, hey!
Yeah. You would pull the lid.
I'll just kind of do a little.
I believe that you do that. So he's the one to introduce you to Evil Dead.
But yeah, so he had Evil Dead.
So the first one, you watched the first one first.
The first one, yes.
Yeah, the first one, the original, it's NC-17.
Can you imagine? You're like, it never came out VHS. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Okay.
Nah, we posted something on Instagram that it did. We had the VHS cover.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, no, I watched the first one because I remember when I watched the first one.
Yeah.
And then as time went, and I saw the second one, I'm like, what the hell is this? Because it's some things are different.
Yeah, it's a remake.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I'm trying to figure out, is this a sequel?
Yeah.
What is this whole 1 and 2 thing? Because, some horror movies do that.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah, it's both. So, watching Evil Dead 1, that one is probably the most serious one out of all of them, right? Out of all the properties.
I mean, there were still some comical parts, but not
really
meant to be.
Yeah, it's not really meant to be.
It's just cheesy, so it's funny.
How'd you take it the first time? Were you scared of it when you watched it?
I was scared, yeah.
You were scared,
yeah. It freaked me out.
How about that pencil scene?
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? In the Achilles? That's I mean, all those practical effects are like top notch, even to today.
You know how they did the whole moon thing when the black clouds came and stuff like that?
I don't know how.
So they had like a fish shank.
Yeah, fish shank. They were shanking fish.
Shank. So I need some VHS to get my mouth.
Yeah, get
moist,
that. Come on, get that VHS. I got a VHS tape somewhere around here.
So they got the fish tanks, right? And then the fake moon would be in the background, and they would just pour black ink.
Oh, nice.
And to get that kind of
See,
effect.
some of the coolest effects are like that. It's just a practical,
cool.
like, kind of thing that you would never even think. It's nothing that complicated. It's just like...
I love practical effects in movies. I think you could tell when...
the claymation in that movie?
Yeah, I mean, hey...
It's nice, right?
In those times, that was phenomenal.
I still like it. I still like it. Like, when I say claymation stuff, I love it.
I like it, because it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, and you really get to see like it melt away. Sometimes with this, you know.
I love that stuff,
Yeah,
man.
me too.
The first movie is serious. I mean, we can't, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the most infamous scene in that, involving a tree
And rape.
and coitus.
Great.
Well, I'm just trying to work around it. Unconsensual relations.
No. I think the best way we should say it is forced. But it's a tree, though.
It's a tree. Yeah.
Can a tree do that?
Yeah. Trees are known to do that, actually. No, but
Dolphins are.
But that was I know. I heard that too.
They even do that to like dead carcasses.
Yeah, it's pretty
They don't
disgusting.
play.
Yeah, I totally get it's a fact I wish I didn't know. But that movie is good. No, but it takes it kind of seriously. I like that it takes it seriously. I like that in the ending of the movie. It's when Bruce, I know I'm jumping around, but when Bruce Campbell is like the entity is coming to get him. It's Sam Raimi on a motorcycle with a camera attached to the motorcycle, running him over. Like literally, like these are just dudes just making movies.
Yeah.
Like with no budget, with great ideas, just like crushing it.
But that's the thing. That happens.
Yeah.
You could have a $1,500 budget.
Yeah.
And then a movie happens.
Yeah, definitely some people would
Great
consider
movies.
a movie. You can have $1,500 budget, and it can turn out to be absolutely horrendous.
It could be all depends at the mercy of the video editor or videographer.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
listen, you look at a $1,500 production, and you can say, "Hey, listen, take my name off that thing. Don't make me
And then
associated
I say,
with
listen, your name is on it all day.
this."
No,
And I say, please take my name off that. God, I don't want this associated with.
Everybody's
me.
like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about the nothing. We're
There's gonna
talking
be a
about.
trailer soon. You guys can watch. And
We
then
made a movie.
Yeah.
Um,
We made a short film.
a short film, and
And Will directed it. He directed it.
I had nothing to do with this.
co-wrote it. Yeah, he did.
I have nothing to do with this.
He did. Will was a director.
No.
No, this is the truth.
I didn't do any of this. I don't
You
know.
were there.
I
So
don't
what you
know.
were doing there?
I don't know. I was
This-
watching. I was hanging out. We were drinking coffee.
So have you ever guys thought of making a movie and you're like, hey, I should make a movie?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, we could do this, right? And then we had a great story though.
Yeah.
The story's great. It's just that when you're working with other people,
Yeah.
if they don't have your vision, that's it.
Yeah. I really felt the pain of that because I had a vision of how I wanted things to go.
Yeah.
And how I wanted certain shots to be, and they kind of just completely ignored what I was saying. Like, they did it the way that they thought they should do it, but I was like, it's like not what I wanted at all.
And we were detailed.
Yeah,
You
it was
know?
pretty detailed with the notes and everything. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
And,
but that's the thing. It's. I talked about it with my counselor. I was like, hey, we talked about it, but it's a good experience because it's just that's how it is in the world, man.
that's how it is. Like, that's why some directors are dickheads because, like, they want their thing done the right way. They want it done, and then you got 50,000 people working on a movie, and they just kind of like they're not seeing it the way you want it to be seen.
Yeah, and that
you
can
have
be
to keep-
frustrating.
It's frustrating, and I was frustrated, even though I was just like, why am I getting frustrated? Like, whatever. You're gonna see the movie soon.
Yeah, I mean the trailer
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, just this is not what I had in my head. you
No.
know?
he's trying to sneak his way out.
Sucks.
He's coming with us. Well, in time you will see it, and
You'll see
hopefully
it.
you guys like it.
Yeah.
And
It's time to get a taste of my own critic medicine. But anyway.
Oh, we should do that. We should
What?
review it.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip it. I'm like, they should never make
We're gonna
movies
rip
again.
this up.
Yeah, whoever made this movie should never make movies again.
The issue is that
They're terrible.
I feel like both of us have the same vision,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody else.
Yeah, you
not.
got to be on the same page as everybody else. And listen, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we'll
see.
have some other stuff in the future.
Yeah, we sure will.
Yeah,
But back to
like
Evil Dead.
portals and stuff like that.
Avant-garde filmmaking.
Absolutely, 100. I
Awesome.
think that's the best way to say it, man.
Yeah, it was really,
It's
really
very
good.
different, it's
dirty,
unique.
and it was just like smashed together. But it's this grindhouse feel to it. That's
Yeah.
just like a fantastic.
And then the sound effects are so cool.
Oh,
like
they're so good.
that whole word,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
I love that, man.
I
Some
love it.
people, I've heard people say it's cheesy and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and I'm like, you're crazy, man.
No.
That thing scares me.
It's great.
That's how. If I saw like a demon or whatever it was coming at me like that, I would imagine that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Something
Something of
like
that nature. Yeah, and it holds up. honestly, it still holds up to me. Like some of the effects
What's up
are
today?
dated. Yeah, it
100%.
holds up.
I would say Evil Dead 2 holds up till today.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They all do.
Yeah,
I think they all
I
do.
agree. Even Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
But not to jump around.
Yeah,
back
but
to,
yeah, Evil Dead 1, but
But that was my first Evil Dead I saw.
yeah, it's good, man. It's just a good movie.
I
It's
was
scary.
scared, yeah.
It's intense. It doesn't stop. It just keeps pounding.
And Bruce Campbell, something about him, he's so likable.
Yeah, he has
You
really
ever
good
see
star
like
power.
those actors
Mhm.
that are they're just so likable that you just root for them and you just
Yeah.
like, he has that so well.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, he has good star power.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. For him
good
just to be in
presence.
that movie like that, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
And it's believable too. Like
yeah.
I believe that if it went down like that,
Mhm.
he's gonna kick some ass.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Where he really kicked ass was in part 2, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He kicked some major ass.
Death by Dawn. That was
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
So part 2 was a remake of part 1, pretty much,
Yeah,
right?
and it had some
A requel.
Yeah. Which is weird how movies did it back then, right?
Yeah,
What was another movie that was like part 1 and 2, right? There was
yeah. Well, the new movie that's coming out, the Last Shift in Malum.
okay.
That's kind of a reimagining, but
Yeah.
sort of is the same movie. But is there another movie that did that?
There was Zombie 1 and Zombie 2.
Puppet Master
right?
1 and Puppet Master 2 feel the same too.
Is there Zombie 1 and Zombie 2, right?
Yeah, well, it's
Well, there's a zombie and then
Yeah.
Zombie 2.
Yeah, but they're the same movie though.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was because they got banned or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, they're exactly the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
movie though. They're just called different things.
Yeah,
But
so
I think Puppet Master 1 and 2 are very similar to each other.
they're similar, but they just not like how Evil
Yeah.
Dead was straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
The same exact thing, but just hey, you have a chainsaw on your arm now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then here's some.
wasn't
funny
it amazing?
parts.
Wasn't it such a cool idea with the chainsaw on the hand?
Like it's so. I remember when he cut
Amazing
it off,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
You ever and then just the thing to put a chainsaw, I was like, that just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't
was
know.
like, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's
and
so
then
cool.
and then the whole thing with duct taping and stuff like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's questioning about it. That sounds
Yeah.
legit to me. You know
It's such a cool idea, so simplistic, but it's so
And then
iconic. When
the
you think of
boomstick
Chainsaw hand
too.
and the gut and he had the boomstick and
Yeah,
he would cock it their way and
yeah.
then he'd rev up the chainsaw at the same time. That's amazing.
what I mean? Yeah.
That movie is so much fun, man. That
Yeah.
scene, one of my favorite scenes is the one where all the heads start laughing
Yeah.
and then he
And
starts
he just starts laughing too.
Yeah, he starts laughing.
And then he
He's
just
going
gets
mad.
serious and he just.
Yeah, yeah, I love that scene,
Yeah.
man. It encompasses the madness and the terror in that movie.
Yeah.
It's just manic madness, horrifying terror, cosmic horror, and just like evil, like the Evil Dead stuff, like
Yeah.
the zombies and blood and guts and laughs. Like it's like perfect, man.
I would
Evil
say
Dead 2.
if I had to pick Evil Dead 1 or 2,
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Oh, easily Evil Dead 2.
100%.
And it's more accessible,
like,
I think, because
yeah.
it's violent. It's still violent, but Evil Dead 1 is so relentlessly violent,
Yeah.
and it doesn't let you kind of breathe. This one, like, it says it's okay to have fun. Like, it's going
Yeah.
to be gory
Well,
and bloody, and it's okay
and you're
to
like,
have fun.
am I supposed to be laughing?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
well, he's laughing. Ash is laughing.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah.
a good time. Like,
Yeah.
you watch it as a good time. I watched them back to back, and when I first saw them. And Evil Dead 1 kind of left me kind of like, whatever. I loved it, but it made me uneasy. Evil Dead 2, on the other hand,
It's fun.
I felt so good at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt energized. Like,
Yeah.
I had new life, like, watching this movie.
Well, it was cool, man. It was, and then it's
Yeah.
just really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about the chainsaw part, even when he's cutting his hand, it's like kind of like
Yeah.
funny. You know what I mean? He's just
Yeah.
like, "Rah, rah,"
Yeah.
it's like he's ready to get it off.
Yeah. So good, so good.
Yeah,
It's, what's your favorite part about that movie?
I would have to say, like you said it pretty much. When everyone was like, laughing.
I love that scene. It's so
because
it's so
it's
iconic.
just funny. I remember,
Yeah.
I remember when I watched that part. Right, I was like, "This is funny, but should I be laughing?"
Yeah.
Because it's just like he just went mad. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then I just randomly stop and just
Yeah.
does that.
So cool, so cool.
other
The
scene-
Deadites look good. Like the Deadites in that movie,
Yeah.
they updated the effects, so they look amazing.
Yeah, and actually,
And
I'm trying to
Ash is
think what
way
else did I
cooler.
like
They
from
up
it.
the coolness with him.
Yeah,
like,
well, he has more flavor to him.
More
in this,
flavor.
You know,
Yeah,
he has some like one-liners here and
yeah,
there.
yeah. He has the
You know,
one-liners.
yeah.
He has more swagger in this one.
Yes.
He's a little bit able more.
He's
to cut
more like
loose.
he's gonna get laid, kind of.
Yeah, that guy's gonna get laid.
Yeah,
yeah. Definitely.
Saying groovy and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, he definitely gets laid on a regular basis.
I don't think so.
No, in that movie he does.
In
A
that-
guy that puts a chainsaw on his hand.
Yeah, but I'm just
in
saying,
that
as an actor, I feel like
Huh?
maybe in his prime, maybe he got laid.
You don't think he gets laid now?
No.
Oh wow,
I think he pays for it.
You're crazy. He's
No,
getting
no,
laid.
I'm dead ass.
Why would he have to pay?
I
He's
don't
the
know.
king.
It just seems like right now he's the type of guy that, all right, give me like 2 hours. Hold on. And he just like pop pills in. He's like, it's
Oh,
kicking
really?
it. Give it a minute. like a chainsaw, huh? You know, I wish I could
don't
chop
know.
it off,
I
put a
think,
chainsaw here.
I think there's so many people, like so many women. There's a lot of women that are fans
Back
of these
then,
movies.
I will say, yes.
There's a lot of women and fans of this movie now, and if they had a chance to bang Bruce Campbell, I think they're doing it.
Back then, yes.
No, now, today.
I mean,
Today.
I don't know if they saw him now.
They do.
He's getting Elvis-y.
He looks good. I saw him. I just posted a picture of him.
Yeah.
He looks good. Trust me. There's people that are banging him right now for the free. That's for sure.
But yeah, man. Back to Evil Dead 2. Such a great movie.
Yeah,
if you guys haven't seen it, that's crazy. You know, that's one of those movies you need to see.
You gotta see it.
If you're going to skip one, that's fine. But just Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2 is unskippable.
Yeah.
Like you could skip Evil Dead 1, and if you could. I wouldn't recommend skipping it, but you could skip Evil Dead 1, go right into 2, and listen, you're gonna have a great time. No alcohol required.
No.
Shout out to
Army of
Jeremy
Darkness.
Yeah.
That's a fun movie.
That's the third one. Yeah.
And it's a fun movie.
So at the second movie, he gets transported to medieval times.
Yeah.
Medieval Dead. And that one's so good too.
Yeah.
So fun. But that's like full blown, like, it's really deep into comedy. Dark comedy.
Well, it's a lot of stuff going on too.
Yeah.
Like when he was, not to just jump right into the middle of the movie, but like the cemetery scene where he has to pick which book, but he has to rehearse
Nosferatu, Nick 2 or something, whatever.
Yeah, so that's from The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Okay, yes. That's the first words he said, right?
So yeah. So it was just funny, you know, just the fact that he didn't know. He's like,
yeah, like, how do you mess that up?
That is something I would totally do. See, because if I forgot, it's so dumb, but it's like,
it's so stupid, but it's so like ludicrous. Like, it's so fun. And like my favorite scene in that movie is the well fight when he gets thrown into the well with the Deadite, because they're not sure what that is. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
When they first capture him,
and they're like, "Well, you're gonna fight this evil witch or whatever," but it's like they don't understand what he knows what it is. They're Deadites from his birth. And he has to fight her, and I love that scene. It's so fucking cool.
It's funny, he just jumps up, it just clicks in.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like hyper stylized. The fight choreography is amazing, and then you could tell like Sam Raimi directed these, right? The first 3 movies, and you could see that in like his later movies when he does Spider-Man and stuff like that. Like you could see the flavor of that in those movies. What makes them
also
so interesting.
Also the scenes, like the fight scenes.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. The fight scenes,
especially in Spider-Man, I could see if you watch the wall fight. And then you see some fight scenes from like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it has some you know, like you hear like the punch,
the kineticness of it, right? The kineticness of the choppiness of it, but also like the fluidity at the same time. Like it's such a unique style of action scenes that he creates.
But I think that movie shows Bruce Campbell's range.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, when he was when he pretty much he splits in half. Kills his other half.
Yep.
Buries it, and then that leads the Army of the Dead or whatever.
Yeah, right? It becomes the Deadite King.
It's really easy to forget that's Bruce Campbell.
I forgot. I didn't know. The first time I watched it, I didn't know.
Yeah, for me, it's because of the voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the jaw and everything. Yeah, like, I didn't know it was him the first time I watched it.
But that's how good, like, he's, I'm like, wow, that's amazing, because you've seen actors try to act like a different version of this stuff, and you know it's them.
Yeah.
And then, but like him, it's so well done. It's you know, like I remember when I first saw it, I was just like, "Is that really Bruce Campbell?"
I didn't know. Yeah, it was good. It was really good, and I thought the fight scenes were good. It reminded me of the Harryhausen movies.
The girl was hot too.
Oh,
the princess.
Okay. Yeah, the Harryhausen movies.
I was like really into her.
You liked her?
Yeah.
What was her name? Do you remember? Angel. No, like, you know the old Harryhausen movies with the skeletons and all stuff, like Sinbad and stuff, and that was in it too. Like, it was a lot of homages to a lot of those older horror movies.
But you know what I like about this movie? It looks like if we were in that movie, we could kick ass too. No, the skeletons, you just punch them as hard as you can in the face. Just don't get stabbed.
I would trip over one of those rocks and die.
Would you really?
Yeah, I wouldn't die. I wouldn't live in that movie very long. I remember he taught them how to fight. Remember he's teaching the peasants how to fight.
I think I will last. I think it's the way some of the fight scenes are. It's kind of funny because, you know, there was like one part this
they had bats too and
skeleton.
Stuff.
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
just punch a skeleton.
I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying. Evil Dead movies in general, you're dead. No questions asked. You're gone.
Yeah.
But the Army of Darkness one, I think you have the best chance of survival.
Yeah, because
out of all the Evil Dead movies.
There's some parts like they're just punching this.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like they just have like a stick with the skeleton walking around.
But any
knocking them out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but it's like
but any normal Evil Dead movie, if you get infected with that Evil Dead thing, they're
That's
going to
over.
make you cut your body parts off and laugh at you.
Well, that's the newer ones.
That's all of them.
All of them, yes.
That's all
but
of them except for Evil Dead.
the newer ones are like, no, that's just gonna hurt, and there's nothing funny about
the
this
remake.
shit.
Well,
Yeah.
even the first one. The first one's like that. Nobody
But
survives.
compared to the remakes.
The remake was
remakes
brutal.
there's nothing funny. It's just
the remake is dead on. Like the first remake.
it's just pain.
Yeah, it's mean. It's mean. I love it though.
The story was great too. You know,
I love it.
You know, it's kind of like.
Are we done with Army of Darkness?
I mean, I think so.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's a good one.
All right, so
I used to think there was another version of Army of Darkness.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. I felt like I saw a movie that was like Army of Darkness, but like a serious one
Okay.
for a long time. But I think I mixed it up for another movie.
Maybe you mixed it up with Castle Freak. Remember that movie?
I could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
No, I don't know. Castle Freak
Or
was
Spider-Man
terrible.
2. Who knows?
It was probably Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, definitely Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3. Or Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock when he had the tentacles and he was like,
No,
he was like grabbing
I was
everybody.
thinking Spider-Man 3 though, just because that has a very. That was not a good one.
No, it was terrible.
It's very bad.
But Spider-Man 2, that was a scary scene though, real quick.
Well, Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus when he's like in the hospital and he's killing all the people.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. That was Evil Dead-ish.
Yeah,
Very Evil
I would
Dead-ish.
say that.
But remake, you want to talk a little bit about the remake?
Yeah, the remake is there's no games.
One of the best remakes though, right?
I will have to say, especially for horrors.
Yeah, because all horror remakes kind of suck.
One, they suck, bad actors,
Mhm.
story's stupid.
Mhm.
They changed the story for no reason.
Yeah.
And they did change the story, right?
Yeah.
Because they're bringing his sister there so she could go through her detox. And she's an
rehab,
addict,
yeah,
so,
she's
pretty much.
detox, yeah.
And then one of the girls there was a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy with the glasses was a doctor too, or something, or he's a med student. I believe
Yeah,
so. I don't
something like
remember.
that. He's the dumbest med student of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah, because he had to read the book and stuff like
Why?
that. Or play the.
But we won't have a movie if you don't read the book. Right.
But yeah, that story I was like, all right, I could believe that. Why are they going to this creepy ass cabin? I was like, okay,
They're trying to get her off drugs. Yeah,
you know she's gonna go crazy, she's gonna scream and all that stuff.
and at first they complained with the fact that she's on drugs. Like that's
Yeah.
why she's doing these kind of like these horrible things.
Yes.
Until they become too horrible, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Which, if you haven't heard in our past podcast, she was one of my stream queens.
Yeah. What was her name? Levy?
Yes, Jane Levy.
Jane Levy or Jane
Yeah.
Levi?
Jane Lynch. Yeah.
Jane Lynch.
Can you imagine?
Nice. Like Jane Lynch.
But do you really like her?
I do. I think she's funny.
She's
Ever
okay.
since 40-Year-Old Virgin.
She's outgrown me.
She's outgrown you?
No.
What?
I'm just like, I thought she was funny in the beginning, and then now I'm just kind of like annoyed.
You're kind
She's
of
like
annoyed.
Michael Cera.
It's
to me.
oversaturated.
Michael Cera in the beginning, I was eating his shit up.
You
know?
ate Michael Cera shit?
All up.
What do you mean from Arrested Development?
Like that.
You were chomping down on him. Wait, Arrested Development, Michael Cera?
No, Arrested Development, Michael Cera.
When did you fall in love with Michael Cera, and when did you fall out of love with him?
I fell out of love in.
This is the end?
No, that was funny.
Yeah, it was
because
funny.
he was a coke. It was just totally not his character. I would say Scott Pilgrim. I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this guy.
Oh, I like Scott Pilgrim,
But
though.
do you like him as Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Really?
I did.
I feel like the casting in the movie everything was good.
Yeah.
It's just him. I was like, God, this
Nah,
guy's-
I thought that was one of the...
Now, the fight scenes were cool.
Yeah.
But he was just annoying to me.
I
There's
thought
two
that was-
people I don't like
Yeah.
in Scott Pilgrim. I love Scott Pilgrim, the movie. And I used to read the... Oh my God, you know, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Is Michael Cera
Okay.
and then Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Yeah, Ghostface from
Yeah.
from Scream
Whatever
4.
the fuck his name is, yeah.
He's throwing people through
don't-
windows.
You know,
Fucking
those two
guy's
characters,
strong.
I was just like, if they could have been casted as somebody else, I feel like Scott Pilgrim would have been like epic.
Yeah. I love Scott Pilgrim, man.
I love Scott Pilgrim too. The music's great.
Oh, great. Everything about that movie's great. But,
But I just,
with
don't, I
Michael
just don't
Cera...
like Michael Cera.
Wait, how did we get on to Michael Cera?
Yeah, from Evil Dead, right?
Yeah, wait. Kind of lost track.
Wait, what?
You're talking about Evil
Here's
Dead.
our Scott Pilgrim review really quick.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it, but I
it's
don't like
great.
Michael Cera.
Oh, wait, what are we... oversaturated?
Oh, because of Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch.
Jane
Oh,
Levy.
the Jane
And
Levy.
then we said Jane Lynch.
Yeah, she's good, man. She was in Don't Breathe.
Who are we talking about? Jane Lynch?
Both. Yeah, Jane Levy. She was in...
she's great. I think we talked about it before.
Yeah.
She needs more movies.
She needs more movies, yeah.
Because she's great. So.
Yeah. She's good.
But yeah, in this
It's
remake,
mean, man. This Evil Dead remake is mean.
and it's very graphic.
Very graphic.
You know, the one scene that got me, I was like, oh my
the
god.
eyeball?
No. When she was just like, because like remember the girl who was the nurse,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was in the bathroom just cutting away her face.
Yeah.
But you hear that.
You hear it,
you hear the skin
yeah,
in the,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the. I think it was the broken mirror thing.
Shit.
That poor guy, man.
Which guy?
With the eyes.
The glasses?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He got destroyed.
I know. He deserved it. He
got
brought it
stabbed
on everybody, though.
He should have been in the new Scream 6. He would have survived.
Maybe.
Yeah, he got stabbed like 1 billion times.
No,
bro.
seriously,
like,
he would have lived. Yeah, I think the guy in Scream 6 got stabbed more times than this guy did.
And then this guy died.
But you know,
Scream 6.
listen, that guy
We're talking about
deserved
the twin, right? From Scream
Yeah,
6.
the twin,
twin brother,
the
yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. son.
Yeah.
He gets stabbed like
Is that
80...
really Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son?
Yeah, I told you last time.
Damn.
He gets stabbed like 85 times.
I
He's
know.
like, I'm
And
alive,
then at the end
guys.
of the movie, he's like, hey. And they're
Hey.
like, oh,
Hey,
you're
I
right.
love him.
You
No.
beat for 7, right? All right, cool.
Yeah, we're a thing now. Me and Jenna Ortega.
The Power 4 or something like that.
Yeah, the core four. But anyway, no, he deserved it. He brought the demons.
I understand that, but
Fuck him.
damn, bro, this guy.
He got stabbed with a syringe in his
Yeah,
eyeball. That was
and
funny.
it's crazy because I'm just like, damn, this poor guy's just getting destroyed.
Yeah, he got destroyed. He got it the worst, definitely.
100%.
That movie is good, man. I saw it again recently. I bought it on Vudu. Like, you know the Vudu?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so random. Like, I bought that video. It's an Ultra HD, Ultraviolet. They don't exist anymore. The Ultraviolet company.
Yeah.
They used to give you the DVD with, or the Blu-ray.
With the code?
With the code, and you could redeem it. So I bought the Ultraviolet code off of somebody. So what was happening is that with these DVDs, people were taking the Ultraviolet code and selling them on eBay for like a couple bucks. So
I have so many.
Yeah, you could have sold it for a couple
No,
bucks.
actually, I had this whole... I don't know if you guys ever seen Cribs on Rob Zombie. He claimed to own every single horror movie ever made.
Oh, really? I believe it.
And I was like, I'm going to outbeat this guy.
You gonna outbeat him?
I tried to buy every single horror movie.
Did you beat him off?
No.
No. Okay.
To both. But then I have a lot of Ultraviolet. I just have...
You could have sold them for a couple bucks.
Never thought of that.
So I bought
I used to just give them away to people. I'm like, hey, man, I bought this movie.
That's very kind of you.
And I would do that.
But I bought it. I bought it on Ultraviolet, and I watched it. I redeemed it on Vudu, and I watched it again recently. Yo, it's still good. It's a banger.
With that remake, yeah.
Certified banger.
100%.
Yeah, it's good. It's mean, though. It's nasty.
But, you see, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of remake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say when they did the Grudge remake, right?
Oh, God, terrible.
Now, we're talking about from the Japanese one to the American, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Michelle Gellar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I didn't mind it that much. They remade that one.
That one was okay, but then they remade that one.
Yeah.
And
that was atrocious.
Terrible. They changed the story. It was stupid.
Dumb.
It was nothing really scary.
Nothing scary.
And I'm just like, why would you do that?
It's one of the worst remakes. But most remakes suck, like the Friday the 13th remake. That's actually pretty good, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's not that bad. That they combined the first 4 movies together. That wasn't that bad for what it is. Nightmare on Elm Street remake. That's on another level of bad, though.
That's what Rorschach has.
Yeah, Rorschach. He looks like a burnt bear or burnt tiger or a lion or something. That looked bad. But this Evil Dead remake, they knew exactly what kind of movie they wanted to make, and they did it. They crushed it.
Which is great. That's why this new one that's coming out soon.
Evil Dead Rise?
I'm excited. I don't like the idea that it's like it's out of the cabins, out of the woods.
Oh, I like that though, man.
Yeah, but I don't know because it's
you
just
gotta take it out of the cabins.
It's just the kid and then the 2 girls.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I wish there was more people involved.
There might be
because you
in
never know.
the trailer. There's an elevator scene. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, it's not even out.
It's not out. Yeah, some people have. Like some reviewers have seen it already.
Yeah.
Pre-screen. But there's like a bunch of hands coming through the elevator.
Okay.
So there might be more people in this building that get infected.
I hope.
I hope so too.
Because I'm just like, all right, then it would be kind of like if they're just dealing with those people in that apartment, right? I'd be
it still could be. I like the intimacy of it though. That
yeah,
could
but
be,
it's just
because remember, first Evil Dead only had 4 people, 4
That's
characters.
true. No, you're absolutely right. But this is like 2 people and a kid.
I know. And I don't like when they use kids. I told this before when we were doing it. I don't like when they use kids in horror movies, but in terms of like, because you're already scared.
Well, the
for a
movie
kid.
you wanted had kids.
Which one?
The short film you made.
Yeah. There's kids in that. No, but they're not in peril. They're
no.
Yeah. But I don't like using kids in peril because it's cheap to me.
Yeah,
I find it cheap.
It's just a easy way to get a reaction out.
Yeah,
of
it's easy way.
Yeah,
Kids, you're like, oh man, kids. That you mess with kids.
Like that's my whole thing. It's like, all right, something bad's probably gonna happen to the kid.
Probably.
Or they're gonna wuss out and then not anything bad happen to the kid.
Yeah, I hear. I haven't heard it. I haven't read any reviews about it. But one thing that's consistent that I've heard through the grapevine is that it pulls no punches. This one does not pull any punches. and it might be the most violent of all of the Evil Dead movies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Do you think that this new Evil Dead is going to be...
Yeah, it's going to come out in a week, so we're going to do our review of it, obviously. Do you want to watch it together? We're going to watch it together,
yeah.
All right, cool. Because
so we're going to do this old school. We're going to bring this camera into the movies.
Yeah.
We're just going to record.
We're going to record it and just commentate with you. And we're probably going to get arrested. This is what
we got to do to get subscribers. We'll do it.
Go to jail for a little bit. I don't want to go to jail, but I do want subscribers. But Evil Dead movie, we didn't touch on the games or the TV show, but those were very good also.
I mean, I remember the games back in the day.
The games are cool. They're like action-oriented
yeah.
games. And there's a new game that came out on PS4 like last year, I believe.
Yeah, that I haven't played.
That's more like the... Have you played the recent Friday the 13th game? Where you have to survive the night? Against...
recent?
Yeah, recent. It came out like 2000...
The only recent game I played, it was the Jason game, where you play as the campers or Jason.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, relatively
I don't know why
recent.
I thought Nightmare on Elm Street. I was like, hold up, what are you talking about?
Did I say Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay,
I just confuse it.
Yeah,
I played it all the time.
It's like that.
That
it's similar to that. There's no real storyline to it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you guys spawn and then you survive this.
There's another game too that
Evil
you can
Dead
play as Michael Myers.
Oh, it's not out yet though.
No, you have to buy the skins.
Oh,
I think it's Dead of Night or something like that.
Oh, Death by Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you buy the skins,
you can be Scream in there. You can be Ghostface.
You can be Ghostface.
Or he's
you can be Michael
overpowered.
Myers. I think you can be Jigsaw too.
Jigsaw? But you said traps for people?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to beat up a certain part of the game to get those perks.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for it.
Is it any good?
I don't like the game. Because the thing is, I'm playing as this monster. I have to put you on a hook. It's so stupid.
You gotta put the...
And then I have to fix this generator. I'm like... What
is this?
I'm like trying to murder everyone. What the fuck do I care about this generator?
Like, what do I gotta do this AC adapter to? Like,
you're just like... that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys play that game, let me know what you think. But
a lot of people like it, I think, yeah.
But I only like it because I want to play as Michael Myers.
Yeah, but you can't. You gotta fix the generator.
It's just stupid, yeah.
But I like the Hail to the King game, the Evil Dead, and I like the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show.
That is a huge cult following behind that TV show.
Great show.
I remember I watched the first season.
Mm-hmm. Good, right? Really good.
Great.
Yeah, I like that cop, man. They killed her, man. I was like, no.
Oh, you talking about Xena?
No, not Xena. Not Xena. The cop, the one that the first they introduced. She's black. The black cop.
Yeah.
Amazing character. I'm still bummed about that they killed her, man.
Yeah.
I was so bummed. I was like, this is a really realized, fleshed out, no pun intended, fleshed out, well written, likable character in a movie, in a TV show, and they fucking ice her. But that's Evil Dead for you.
Yeah. They don't play games.
They don't play games. But
the TV show's great.
I
think it's just as scary as the movies.
By the way, not to cut you off, but Evil Dead TV show on Netflix is available now. It's leaving in April. So if you haven't seen it yet, watch it. Well,
you only got a few days.
Yeah.
Binge that,
binge it. Well, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be done.
Yeah, you probably be like, "Oh, what the hell? I wish you would have done this.
You should have told me."
Well, all right?
Oh well.
Had you give us the like and subscribe,
maybe we would have private messaged you.
Yeah.
Private message Hector. He likes.
Yeah. Put some hateful comments.
Yeah, he likes.
I'm kind of quick with my comebacks.
Yeah, he is. But that's what we thought of the Evil Dead movies.
Yep, and we're excited for the next one.
We're excited for the next one. Tell us in the comments below, what do you think of the new Evil Dead movie? Do you think it's gonna look? Does it look good? What do you think of the Evil Dead movies now? What's your favorite Evil Dead movie? And remember, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, and hit the bell notifications for all things horror related.
And also, check us out. We're on Spotify. We have our podcasts. And check us out on Instagram, too.
We're on Instagram. We post funny memes.
We're on TikTok, too, but nothing there.
Nothing yet.
But just follow it.
Follow our TikTok. We like to be followed.
Yeah.
Especially Hector.
Yeah, just do it.
Follow him down an alleyway or something.
You're following some dancing girl. Might as well follow us,
Yeah.
If you want us to dance, hey.
I won't, but he will.
I'll dance mad hard.
He's a good dancer.
Yeah. I have no hips, but they're pretty
do the cha-cha slide once at my wedding. All right. Terror Talk out.